Hey, greetings to everyone out there. Rod here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 10 towns. Specifically, we're going to be looking at one of the major cities there. Now, ICEWIND DALE is set in the far north reaches of the world. It's nestled safely between the Sea of Moving Ice, the spine of the world, and I believe it's pronounced the Reed Glacier. Many marvelous creatures call this region their home, and this location is also home to three of the most beautiful and very dangerously cold lakes in the world. They are Loch Dynashar, Mere Daldron, and Redwaters. For these three lakes, they are the life's blood and the major source of income for ICEWIND DALE's 10 towns. Welcome to our tour of a look at ICEWIND DALE settlements. 9 of the towns in 10 towns border these frigid lakes, and these people are the only ones who are allowed to fish there. But this is the only location in all of Faerun where you can find the prized knucklehead trout. It's a greatly desired source of protein in large cities all along the Sword Coast. And it's also a feature on the menu at the Yawning Portal. Now, I will be doing a video later on where I am going to cook the knucklehead trout out of the new cookbook that was just put out. I believe it's called Hero's Feast. I've got it's in another room. Now, if you take and follow the caravan route, our first stop in 10 towns is the capital city, the political seat known as BRYN SHANDER, which also just happens to be located on top of a hill, and it's strategically circular and has a very tall wall around it. Now, these walls are diligently patrolled by the militia, who answer directly to the town sheriff and the deputy. Now, the sheriff is also able to muster up to 400 willing participants to defend the town. BRYN SHANDER also has 3 manned gates, which allows entry to and from the town. They are located in the north, the southwest, and also in the eastern sections of town. This is because fortification of BRYN SHANDER is considered to be very essential. Now, if you are a skilled archer, a fighter, or even a pikeman, you might just find yourself a job here. You know, serving as the main hub of all trade coming in and out of this region. If you enter through the southwestern gate, the road will lead you directly to Market Square, which is located relatively close to the center of town. There's something here at the Market Square for everyone in this area. Now, merchants from the Sword Coast and the inner lands travel here with their goods. Mostly stuff such as fruit, spices, even vegetables, wine, and hardwoods. They're hard to find in this area, maybe even not even available here, while local craftsmen from the other 9 towns gather here to sell and trade their goods. These goods mostly are fresh fish, like the knucklehead trout, reindeer meat, fur cloaks, whale oil, woolen garments, and something known as the knucklehead scrimshaw. Now, this is made from their ivory-like bones. The fish has a fist-sized head, and it's very sturdy and strong. These skilled craftsmen are known as scrimshanders. They spend countless days, even weeks, carving out elegant sculptures from these bones. Now, as evening approaches, you might want to check out one of the 6 inns and taverns conveniently located around town. Just to name a few, where I've happened to lay my bed at, would be Hellfire's Inn. That's if you're a little bit light on coin. It's located near the southwest gate, just a bit past the stables. This large 20-room house is one of the oldest buildings in BRYN SHANDER. Though the climate inside is just a few degrees above temperature outside, you're bound to enjoy your stay here. This establishment hosts a good home-cooked meal every night, featured in their feasting hall. And they also have a generous selection of beverages, ranging from low-end dwarven ales to bottom-shelf elven wines, just to warm your heart and spirit. For those adventurers who want to celebrate and also look for a place to set out on a task, I might want to suggest to you the North Look Inn. Here, you can keep up with the comings and goings of merchants and other adventurers, such as yourself. And you can even find a mission or two. Maybe you can get hired on as an escort for one of these merchants. Make some really good coin doing that. You can also build your local reputation up here. But you might want to keep your purse really close and pay for every round that you get. There's a price if you run a tab or attempt to establish credit here. Hey, but one of my favorite establishments to frequent when I'm in town is Kelvin's Comfort, just off Market Square. This establishment has many of the dwarven comforts you'll find at home. Locally sourced mead from the town of Goodmead, right off of one of these lakes. A fine selection of liquor imported from Marauder distilleries. And the main draw to Kelvin's Comfort is their locally famous flagship drink, Flamebeard's Fire Brandy. This unique flavored brandy is said to be originally bottled as long ago as the Goblin Wars themselves. After a few shots of this high-priced liquor, you'll begin to feel the warmth of a summer day overcome your body. Some say there might even be a lost cask of the original batch somewhere hidden in ICEWIND Dale. Just around the corner from Market Square, you can find black iron blades. Whether you're looking to replace an old dagger or maybe get a new scimitar. They even cater to the adventurer with a wide assortment of necessary equipments to survive the deadly cold winters of the Dale. Last time I was in town, I even heard someone at Marketplace state that the ancestors of the smith traveled from far-off lands before settling here. One does wonder what he could do with the ore found deep in the mines located at Kelvin's Cairn. As I stated before, BRYN SHANDER is the capital city of 10 towns. What would a visit here be without a look at the town hall and the council hall? The town hall is the location of the speaker's office and where the town clerks assemble for the daily activities. The speaker is the same thing as the town's mayor, who also has a few other hats that he wears as well. Now, the council hall is the meeting place and the sleeping quarters of all the speakers of the other 9 towns. Here they assemble to discuss important issues that arise to help their towns. Now, any issue that's brought up in council must have a trade-off that will benefit BRYN SHANDER in some way or it won't pass. The reason for this is BRYN SHANDER is secure enough and the infrastructure is the best of all of ICEWIND Dale. In the event of an attack on the Dale, this is the location where most will attempt to flee for their safety. Now lastly, BRYN SHANDER is the host of 2 places of worship, the House of the Triad and the Shrine of Marauder. The House of the Triad is a massive stone structure dedicated to the deities of the World Plane Tree. And it was originally built by the dwarves of Kelvin's Cairn many ages ago. Priests travel here from the Sword Coast on a pilgrimage every year, and they stay the full cycle. Being in the far north, where winter takes a very huge bite most of the year, you're not going to know when the next cycle comes up until more priests make another pilgrimage from Neverwinter or even Waterdeep. Now, the Shrine of Marauder is referred to as the House of the Morning Lord. It sits in a converted old house in the northeastern section of town. Every citizen of 10 towns anticipates the return of the sun during the 2 months of continued darkness here. On the first morning of the first day, the church prepares a great feast for everyone in 10 towns to celebrate and pay tribute to a Marauder. Tell me what you thought down there in those comments below of this presentation of BRYN SHANDER. Now I'm going to be continuing each town as we go on throughout the weeks. Next time we'll be heading out the north gate to the town of Targos and the surrounding area around Meerdalden Lake. You can find other videos about ICEWIND Dale right over here on the side. And please participate in the comment section down below. I really want to hear what you have to say. So, till next time, thank you for watching. You have a great day.